guys, what's going on? Leslie here from Lyrical Diaries, and I'm back again with the same damn glasses. But anyways, so in honor of, normally on Thursdays I do a review of Chicago PD and what happened last night. So for those of you, before I go ahead and get into my review of this TV show, for those of you who have not seen this TV show at all, point blank period, you might want to pause the video or come back to it after you go ahead and watch it. Right now it's live on NBC.com, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. Because in this video I may give away spoilers. I normally try not to. I try not to give away spoilers, but this one is like, it's going to be kind of hard to not give away spoilers for this episode here. And basically what the review is for me to tell you guys about how I felt about the TV show and to find out how you guys feel about the TV show. So, yeah, that's a little bit about that. So anyways, as you can see right there, you can go ahead and check out Chicago PD. The episode that came on last night, is right there. And the title of it is The Price We Pay. So, anyways, so last night's episode was called The Price We Pay, and I guess it definitely explains the whole entire episode of the TV show. Okay, last week, and most of you guys saw it, I forgot what the name of that one was, but last week's episode was, towards the end of the episode, Detective Lindsay and Jay just came back from her date, so she was in her room, and then, like, all of a sudden she heard a knock on her door after she went back home. And then so she was smiling and stuff because she thought Jay was coming back and they were about to get some, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so then she goes back to the door and then she finds out that it's Justin, which is Detective Voight's son, and he's in there like frantic, panicking and all that kind of stuff. And, she sees blood on his hands. So she's like, Justin, what's going on? What's going on? So he didn't say nothing to her, and that's where it ended. So I was like, okay, I want to know what's going to go on. So then they started previewing what's going to happen on the next episode, where they find out who was driving the car and what's going to happen what's going to happen with Detective Voight as far as his son goes. So that's where they showed us. Alright, so fast forward into last night's episode, which happened on March 5th, 2014. Basically, in the beginning, they were trying to figure out what's going on. It started where Lindsay and Justin were in her apartment, and she was trying to find out what's happening and stuff like that. So he said it was a mistake of me coming here. So he ends up leaving. And then she's like, goes and tells Voight the next day or whatever that Justin stopped by her apartment and he had blood on his hands. In which Detective Voight already knew that Justin was there because the guy that he went to go see the same day of that episode was telling him that Justin was a part of it. So he's like, if I go down, your son goes down with me. And he was calling his son a pussy because the first time that dude protected him when he went to jail. So he said this time he might end up getting, Voight's son might end up getting shanked, or something bad's going to happen to him if he ends up going to jail. So that's what happened there. So then they go ahead and find out the other guy who works on CI with him, his last name is Dawson, so Detective Dawson. So he got a meeting with the Internal Affairs, and she was telling him a little bit about Voight and his streak, and about Detective Lindsay, how she used to be an informant, and then now she's flipped and she's in Detective Voight's squad. I'm trying to speak that's more realistic. So it's like so much information right here. Okay, so after Dawson goes ahead and finds out or whatever, that he goes back and he questions Voight. So he opens up the case because Voight was going to completely shut the case down because he found out his son was in it, and he didn't want his son to go back to prison because he didn't want his son to die, because he couldn't help him if he goes to prison. So he wanted to shut the case down. So Dawson comes and he puts up the pictures and stuff of what's going on in the case and who's and who and where's what. So Voight was like, I need to talk to you in my office. So they were going back and forth or whatever. So Dawson was sitting back like this, like, yeah, I hear you. I'm still going to go on with the case, right? So they end up going on with the case or whatever. So a video comes in. They went to go talk to a couple people. A video comes in and it's putting Justin, which is Voight's son, in the place during the time of the murder. And so he goes and they discard the video. So Voight's son definitely goes off the hook. And then like towards the end of the video, or towards the end of the episode, because I'm talking like a lot. Okay, so I want you guys to check it out. I mean, it's so much information. It's like, you know what I mean? So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so towards the end of the episode, let's go ahead and sum this up. Towards the end of the episode, after everything has happened, Justin's scot-free or whatever. So he goes and Voight's like, alright Justin, let's go for a ride. So they go for a ride, they have a heart-to-heart conversation, and then a couple minutes later, he's like, I'll see you in 4 years. So in my mind, I'm thinking, what kind of facility can you go to that will keep you for 4 years? Like, I thought he was going to put him in like some rehab or something like that, because his son wasn't going to work. And you know, when you're on probation, you need to go ahead and check in with your PO. If you got fines to pay, you got to do work, have a job, you're supposed to show up, or you can go back to prison or jail, wherever. right? So then he was like, I'll see you in 4 years. So I'm thinking, what's going on? Like, where's he going? And then they showed that they turned the camera towards the U.S. Army recruiting office. So I was like, and he was like, what? And so basically, he's basically going to send his son into the military, I guess, to keep him out of trouble. Because the military will keep you straight. So that's a little bit about that episode. And then towards the end of the episode, the guy that was telling Voight that his son was there, he ends up dead, and he comes out the river, or they pull him out the water, so he ends up dead. So now we got to find out what's going to happen in next week's episode. The more you watch this TV show, the more hooked you get, and the more the episodes get, as in general. So if you haven't checked out Chicago PD at all, go ahead and check it out right now. I think we're about 6 or 7 episodes in, I think since, what, January? Or was it February? One of them. So we're about 6 or 7, maybe 8 episodes in, because you know we took a 2-week break when the Olympics came on. So yeah, we're about like 7 or 8 episodes in. So you got enough time to go ahead and check it out, because right now on NBC.com you get to watch it for free. And then like after a certain amount of time, probably like in September or something, the episodes will disappear. Or that you can't access it no more. All you gotta do is just read it. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to tomahawk that like button, subscribe for the videos to come. And if you saw this episode, comment in the comment section below how you felt about the episode. I would love to hear what you guys felt about it. Because what I feel about it, the show was awesome. It had me hooked for the whole entire time. I just wanted more because it was interesting. And I learned a lot about it. And so I'm learning a lot more about the characters. Because before they didn't tell us about it. Now we're starting to learn a bit more about it. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to tomahawk that like button, subscribe for more videos to come. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day, everyone.